Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgiman and I'm your friendly neighborhood anime and manga fan. I love all things anime and all things manga, and I'm here today with a very special video of a discussion regarding the final chapter of My Dress Up Darling, which will be released 2 weeks from today, as of the recording of this video. So I just want to make this video to pretty much give you guys a little bit of insight slash give you guys some speculation and just bring a big discussion of why the series might be ending in such a way, because I know myself included with the rest of the fandom have been pretty much distraught slash heartbroken with the idea of the series ending in the next chapter, especially because there was a lot of major plot points that seem to be, set up for the future of the series, yet it's ending next chapter. So I just wanted to talk to you guys and pretty much break down some reasons why the series might be ending so soon, and pretty much give you guys my own two thoughts about the whole situation. Now, before I go any further with this whole discussion, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can be up to date with all my anime and manga, as well as all my Dress Up Darling content that I'll be providing in this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you guys could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, with all that out of the way, let's pretty much dig in and talk about, My Dress Up Darling ending. So yeah, My Dress Up Darling is ending 2 weeks from today, which I still can't wrap my mind around it. It's still very shocking because I've been reading this series for like 4 years maybe. Pretty much after the anime aired, after the first season aired, I was watching that weekly as it was coming out, and then as the anime ended for the first season, I strictly jumped into the manga, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So much, in fact, that once I binged it all, I eventually, started thinking maybe I should make some chapter reviews, because I want to spread the word, spread the greatness of My Dress Up Darling, and just talk with the community. And that's pretty much how I started making YouTube videos for My Dress Up Darling. Originally, I started making videos for Chainsaw Man because I love Chainsaw Man, one of my favorite series as well, my favorite ongoing series at the moment. And pretty much I was like, you know what, I want to talk about My Dress Up Darling. So, that was actually one of the series that made me even create a YouTube channel. So I will forever be grateful to My Dress Up Darling for, giving me that much, sparking that, passion in me to be like, you know what, let's get the camera ready, let's record, get my iPhone, record, and just, figure it out from there. And thanks to My Dress Up Darling, I met my entire YouTube community, which I'm very grateful to have. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. It's always a blast, always hearing your guys' discussion, and just, I love, discussions, and that's why this video is about. And, enough of me mumbling around about My Dress Up Darling. Let's talk about the ending. So the ending, like I said, is going to be 2 weeks from today, and I have a few theories on why I think it's ending so soon. I'll pretty much break them down one by one. The first reason I think that the series might be ending so soon and abruptly is pretty simple and straightforward. I think that Fukuda maybe just ran the story to its core. I think she thinks that, hey, listen, they got together. I don't really have anything more to bring to the table creatively. I just want to end it in a happy way. And you know what? To each their own. I've seen so many series that happens. Series like Tomo-chan. Series like pretty much any slice of life for the most part, any romance slice of life. The two of them, the two main leads, they end up together and then the series ends. But there's series also like Kaguya-sama, Love is War, which they get together and then there's still another halfway to the story, like about a half, because I think the confession only happens about halfway into the story, and there's still plenty of room to grow, similar to like stories like My Love Story with Yamada-kun. My Love Story with Yamada 999 or something. I love that series also. But those series continue, and you also see them evolve as the relationship grows bigger and bigger. And that's what I was hoping with My Dress Up Darling. It would take an approach similar to like My Love Story with Yamada or a Love is War, because I love those series. And sadly, it seems like that's not the case. Now, I do know that there's a announcement that's going to happen after next week's chapter, and I've seen so many people like, bring the idea like, oh, what if it goes from My Dress Up Darling to like My Dress Up Wife, where we go in a time skip and we see, them as a married couple. I'm like, listen, that would be great, but I do not think Fukuda will do that, because like I said, I think that she genuinely, I can't speak for her because I'm not her, but I wouldn't put it past her to be like, you know what, I accomplished my mission. They got the two leads got together. The story was ran its course. Everybody, put the cherry on top. Everybody's happy. And I seen, like I said, a lot of authors do that. So I wouldn't put it past her to be, taking that approach, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Yes and no, because I think that it would be a bad thing in the sense that it would take away future stories that she could write. Obviously, we always want to see more and more, but at the same time, if her work, if the story did continue ongoing, and you see a dip in quality from a writing standpoint, then what was the point of it at that point? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it could have dragged on even more, but do we want to? Like, would we want to see more, the story just kind of feeling flat and dragged down and forced? I personally wouldn't. So if Fukuda failed, like, as the author herself, like, I think I wrapped everything up and I just want to end the story and move on to another project or take my break or whatever, then I think she, rightfully deserves that. She's been writing this story for like 7 years. I looked it up around that time. It's crazy because it's been a while. It's been a wild ride with My Dress Up Darling, and thankfully I still have another slice of life series that I'm still reading, which is My Love Story with Yamada, even though that series is always consistently kind of going on hiatuses every once in a while, but I don't care because it's great. And if you guys haven't read it, definitely check it out. For any My Dress Up Darling fans, I think you guys will definitely love it. I personally like it more than My Dress Up, and that's saying a lot because, like I said, I really enjoy My Dress Up Darling, but I think My Love Story with Yamada is really, really good, so definitely check it out. But also, I want to bring up another point in why I think the series might be ending so abruptly. And it's not going to be so much of a fun discussion at this point when I bring up this topic, but I think it's very necessary to bring up and very important to bring up, which would be, I think, Fukuda's health herself, like the health of her well-being. Because for anybody that's read those, like if you guys own the actual physical volumes of the manga, or read it and read the extra the author's notes, a lot of the time Fukuda seems to be very stressed and very tired, and that's a typical thing for a mangaka to do, a manga author. But she has had a very busy couple of years, and if you guys don't believe me, let me break it down just so you guys get an idea of how much My Dress Up Darling has been involved with collaborations and another extra stuff. For example, there was an entire art exhibit in Japan, which looks really cool. It looks amazing. I'm jealous that I never got the chance to check it out. And it's pretty much just like props of the manga where we see in the anime, where we see like the Chizuku-tan outfits, and Riz and the rest of the crew, and we see recreation of Marin's room. It looks really awesome, really cool stuff. And she definitely had a say in that. She had to be very involved with it for them to even open this exhibit in Japan. So that definitely took a toll on her, I think. And also, all these collaborations, I know My Dress Up Darling has had a lot of pop-up little collaboration stores in Japan, cafes, whatever you name it, they had a lot. I know they had a collaboration with a hot spring or something, because I seen an art of Marin in a rope or something. But no, she's been very busy doing all those collaborations, which do you, lady, you get your bread, because that's great, more exposure for the series and all. But also, you guys gotta remember, there's also a spin-off My Dress Up Darling manga. It's called Sono Bisku Chu or something like that. I haven't read it myself because I know it's not drawn by Fukuda, so I'm just and I saw the art style, I'm not for me. I'm not saying it's bad. I haven't read it, so I can't say that the writing is bad or anything. I know she's still writing it, but she's not the one drawing the story. But I'm not saying, like I said, it's not a bad series or anything. I personally didn't find any interest. I'm more for the main series. There's only been one other series where I actually started reading the side story, which was once again, Love is War, where it was Erica and it was another character from Love is War, and it was two side characters, Erica and the other chick. I forgot her name. Oh man. There's they really want to talk about Kaguya. That's the name of the spin-off. And it was just little filler. It was filler, but it was great. It was just filling in the plots of missing links in the story and just keeping up with two side characters. And it's a fun story. I read it all. It was Eric. It's beating me not remembering what the other chick's name was. If you guys know from what I'm talking about, comment in the comment section down below. It was we really want to talk about Kaguya. That's the name of the spin-off. It was Erica and somebody. Please tell me who the name of the other chick is, because I feel so bad, because they're both of them were hilarious. But in a serious note, I think that definitely that's taking a toll on her, because if she was writing this spin-off and also she was writing the main story while at the same time, don't forget, guys, that live action My Dress Up Darling thing that came out, yeah, like a couple of months ago or whatever, I didn't watch it because I seen clips of it and it did not look for me. Like, just to keep it 100% with you guys, I was not interested whatsoever in watching that. Like, I'm not a live action guy, like, period. Very far and few times I've seen a live action that's great, like the One Piece, you know, that's fantastic. Even some of the Death Note movies, like not the Netflix one, before you guys start roasting me. I'm talking about the ones that were made in Japan, you know, those older live action Death Note movies. I really enjoy those. I thought they were really well done. And I would be, even the CGI for Ryuk still holds up, I think, for me personally. But those movies were great for the live action. And I think besides that, I don't think there's anything else. That Yu Yu Hakusho live action was very hit and miss. Like, besides that, I don't really have that much of an attachment for live actions, like when it comes to animes. So that's why I had like no fate at all for the My Dress Up Darling. And, you know, they from the clips I've seen, you know, it seemed like they changed a lot of stuff up. And, you know, I'm not hating on the actors or anything, but there was a lot of like questionable decisions they made in the story, in the live action, from the clips I've seen. But there was also some funny moments. I think like the grandpa walking in on Gojo, that was funny in the live action. But besides that, remember, that's a live action. A live action takes a lot. Like, you know, casting you know, they gotta oversee the casting, they oversee the script, all that. I think she was involved, definitely. So that definitely took a toll on her, you know, writing capabilities. Hence why there was probably a lot of hiatuses for My Dress Up Darling, you know, when we go on break for a 1 month break and so and so. Maybe, you know, she was doing that while at the same time, you know, she was overlooking season 2 of My Dress Up Darling, which it's another key issue. It's been 4 years since season 1, and, you know, she's been very, I'm sure that she's being very hands-on with season 2. Not that it's a big success. I'm sure she wants to be a part of it in the, you know, production and all that. I'm not saying she's drawing anything, because that's not how it works, guys. You know, when a manga author is involved with a anime, you know, being adapted of their source material, they're just involved in the sense, like, you know, casting for the voice acting, which is crazy. I think in one of her author's notes, I think she talked about how she was like tired from listening to hundreds of editions of voice acting to get the characters, because remember, guys, there's gonna be new characters. Obviously, we got Akane, Akira, and so, and you know, being casted. And for you to cast the voice, like the perfect voice for the character that you've been writing and imagining, it must be a tall order, and it definitely must have taken a toll on her. So I wouldn't put it past her that, you know, she probably just got tired, and she just, you know, she got to a point in the story where she's like, okay, now I can put the cherry on top, you know, nicely wrap it up and end it, because, you know, Gojo and Marin got together, which is obviously something that the entire fan base has been wanting to. And now that we do have it, maybe she's like, you know what, I gave them what they wanted, so now I'm gonna do what I want, which is, you know, relax and take a break. And like I said, it's all speculation on my part. I don't know Fukuda. It would be an honor to meet her, you know, and shake her hand and just, you know, thank her for making My Dress Up Darling. But sadly, I don't. So I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I don't really know if that might have been the reason. If I had to guess, my biggest takeaway would be that I think it might have been a culmination of so many things. You know, maybe her finally getting to a point in the story where she was comfortable ending it, obviously, as well as, you know, she must have been exhausted, and I don't blame her, because, you know, already being a manga author is already exhausting as it is, while at the same time overlooking art exhibits, collaborations with cafes, and, you know, anime production, because you're involved, obviously, a spin-off manga of My Dress Up Darling, and at the same time a live action. Like, jeez Louise. Fukuda has like the Rock schedule from Hollywood. You know, always consistently doing something, at least from my behalf. And I know that, you know, she took a lot of breaks, but maybe it could be another thing, which just not being overworked from being a manga author, but also it could be something along the lines like maybe she has a health condition that's preventing her from, you know, being able to draw at a consistent pace that she feels comfortable, you know, continuing the series on. It could be something, and I don't want to bring this up because, you know, it's gonna make me sad just bringing it up again. For example, like for anybody that's read the series Nana, one of my favorite series of all time, love that story. But there comes a point in the story where, you know, Nana just stopped, and the story still technically continued. It's in a hiatus. It's been in a hiatus for like 11 plus years. But the reason why, or more like 15 at this point, geez, I don't even remember. But the reason is because the author herself has gone through a lot of medical issues, and she's gone on record saying like, she hopes for one day to be able to draw again, but it doesn't seem like it. And I wonder if maybe that has to do something. Maybe Fukuda, sadly, like, got a health condition. Who knows? Like I said, this is like the worst case scenario, and I don't want it to be true if that is the actual thing going on. Like I said, I'm just speaking speculation. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like I'm an insider or know anything about Fukuda herself. I'm just saying like there's so many issues that could be around the series ending. Definitely I don't think it's because of sales, because the series has always consistently been selling really, really well, to say the least, especially for a romance series. Obviously merch is everywhere. Marin figures have exploded in the last couple of years. There's been so many of them, and I'm not complaining. There's so many of them, and I'm getting them. Not all of them, because you got to pick and choose, which ones you really want, which ones like I can skip on that one. Like for example, like there's like a million Chizuku-tan. No, I'm not Chizuku-tan, I'm sorry. There's like a million Reese figures, and I can only pick so many, guys. So I think I'm only gonna pick maybe one or two to have. Similar with the Chizuku-tan, there's only one that I want to have. But yeah, I'm getting distracted. I'm here to talk about the ending. So pretty much, how do I think the series is gonna end? I think that, and this is me wishful thinking, I think that the series will end in a somewhat satisfying manner, because I don't see many ways for it to just like disappoint us, because we already got our happy ending. We already got Marin and Gojo. The only way that this series can go from being beloved by the fans to absolutely hated by everyone is if Marin and Gojo split in like a time skip, and we see that they don't even end up together or anything like that. That would make every reader just throw their manga away and just be upset. But no, I think that the series probably will end with them being together. What my ending would be, which I would think, I would obviously make the story last longer, that way I can enjoy more of their chemistry. But I really think that there's two possibilities on the final chapter, being either a time skip with Marin and Gojo, maybe grandparents or something, like their grandkids go to the Hinadol, like pretty much they go to Gojo's place and they see like a Hinadol of how Gojo made Marin into a Hinadol, or maybe the final cosplay is Marin doing a Hinadol. I know that's like very basic in the sense that everybody kind of has guessed that, but I think that might be a good way. Maybe a wedding, who knows? There's like so many options. As long as Marin and Gojo end up together, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna be complaining really. But yeah, I think that the series ending is it's a very crazy moment, man. I wouldn't have expected the series to end so soon. I'm gonna miss it. Like, I'm definitely gonna miss it, because I've been reading these characters for the last 4 years, and it's gonna feel a little bit empty, not having our favorite weave Marin, doing funny stuff alongside her knight, which is Gojo. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the ending has been very abrupt? Do you guys think like, no, I think it's natural for the story to finally pull the brakes and end it in a way that hopefully satisfies all of us? Like I said, we got 2 weeks from today to finally get our answers on why the series might be ending, and hopefully that announcement, which most likely, if I had to bet on what that announcement will be, either it's gonna be like a bonus volume where it's gonna be like, oh, huge announcement, My Dress Up Darling volume so and so will come on sale. That, either a pop-up shop, a cafe collaboration, or maybe we get a season 2 trailer. Who knows? Release date maybe. That's wishful thinking. But yeah, with all that being said, how do you guys feel about the ending? Do you guys feel like it's rightfully deserved? Do you think it's a little bit abrupt? Whatever you guys thought, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more anime and manga, as well as more My Dress Up Darling content in the near future. But yeah, with all that being said, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.